I think computer science is one of the most in-demand degrees there is. It's a huge kind of diverse sector, and studying it at a degree level allows me to kind of cover all the topics in the umbrella of computer science. So I can focus on the more theoretical side, I come out with programming knowledge. I also really enjoy working with technology. I've known this since A-level. It was a great kind of chance for me to improve my skills and expand on what I know already. I chose to study at Queen Mary for a couple of reasons. So the main ones being that I knew the course I was going through would be offering a huge wide range of topics and also exploring these topics in huge depth. I also knew that the academics that I'd be learning from, so the lecturers, teaching fellows in question, they really would be top of the world class, and they would be able to deliver excellent lecture content that I knew would benefit me to take on those skills and work in the industry from. I also wanted to study at a London-based university because I live quite close. I live south of London. And going to Queen Mary would allow me to do that. I think for me it's the freedom to study and go deeper on any of your subjects. So quite a lot of students are encouraged to kind of take the course material and then read beyond that. So there's extra recommended reading, there's extra course exercises, and it really just kind of allows you to take your passion for your subject in whatever module or area it is of the degree and really pursue that and go down that level. And that really pays off in both interviews for industry applications or actually working professionally. Taking that knowledge that you've studied with a passion, you can then improve your daily working life. I've enjoyed every module so far. So I love that within my degree, no matter what I'm learning, I know that there is kind of endless depth to it, and I know that there's always a reward at the end of studying it. You know, I can take that knowledge and go on to certain areas and utilize it in whatever fashion I choose. But a lecturer I think that stands out to me is Tassos. He taught me both probability and matrices and operating systems, which are both fantastically taught modules, and I think I've learned the most from all of these. They were really well delivered. The teaching methods were absolutely standout. The extra effort that he went to in tutorials to really make sure we understood the content and then deliver and show that in exams really stood out to me. I plan to take the learnings and knowledge I've gained from specifically my programming modules to go away and build awesome applications. So these could be things that solve specific problems to help me gain interviews with companies. So for example, providing value to that specific business need, or taking it away and working on something to develop my own knowledge. For example, working on game engines, working on database management systems, those sort of things to kind of gain a deeper understanding of how they work on the intricate level. And then again, taking all that knowledge to then work as a software engineer or a data scientist, which is what I hope to go into in the future. So initially my placement year began with a bit of uncertainty. I didn't really know what area I'd like to go into, but looking through the careers newsletter, which is a weekly newsletter they send out to kind of help you discern and boil down job opportunities, I was able to kind of pick out an area that I thought would be interesting. During the prep for this, I went through mock interviews with them. So we sat down, kind of went over what we thought would be useful to go through, going over technical skills that I might need to cover or brush up on. They reviewed my CV, which is really helpful because getting through that first barrier to entry to get the interview is probably the hardest part in my opinion. And the placement I ended up getting was working as a software test engineer in Belfast. So I moved out to Belfast for a year and I was working full-time with Visa. It was great. I got to work on various payment acceptance platforms, maintaining the systems, writing tests, working as part of the agile team. It was really good fun, and I feel like I learned an unbelievable amount. So it's working in that professional environment really taught me a lot. It taught me to pick up skills really quickly. Working with frameworks on a professional level to deliver production code really helped accelerate my journey, I think. I would love to return to the field as a software engineer. It's a field that really encompasses what I like to do. I love problem solving. I love working through and learning new tools. I love applying what I know to solve said problems. It's almost like putting jigsaw pieces together, but to solve a business need using code and other tools. I'd really love to return to that field. I'd give 2 pieces of advice. My first would be do a placement. I really think without a placement or some sort of relevant work experience over a lengthened period of time with any kind of company, no matter what field it is you want to go into, you just need that to be able to talk about professional experiences you've had during interview, bring up scenarios that maybe you can talk about things that you've done or applied skills that you've learned in your degree. It really is worth its weight in gold to do. The second part would be to work hard. I think a lot of CS undergraduates come out of their degree having studied but not having really gone into depth with the material, and quite often that can lead to job interviews where you are presented with questions, or you go to industry and all of a sudden you don't actually know or understand the problem very well, because whilst you did study and learn, you didn't take the time to go deep. I think you should explore every opportunity you get to study, and whatever modules you go down, just explore a little bit beyond your course material and really make yourself valuable to your employer rather than just being another degree on the market.